So there could have been someone that maybe you were trying to look after, that some people just did not listen. This is not gender basic. This could be a enemy woman or an enemy man. So, let me see, what else do we got? Remunerative, people getting paid for it, who gets pleasure of hurting, humiliating others, feels bad, they associate sadism with torture and murderers. So that's actually what these people feel, that your enemies are scared because they did break spiritual laws. Don't take my kindness for weakness. So your enemy is really messed up here. By having sadistic thoughts, they got paid to do acts upon you, try to humiliate you, trying to make you feel bad, and associate sadism with torture. So you are dealing with a psychopath. That these people should have not took your kindness for weakness at that too. So that's how bad they messed up. Yep. Then at the bottom of the deck, keep asking a liar the truth and watch them unfold. And the reasons why they're going to unfold is because standing up for the perpetrator helps others to commit a crime, intentionally, voluntarily encouraging the wrong doings that are not right. This is where your enemies are scared of, that you knew that they were being a player who cannot tell the truth. All right. So this is actually their fear, that maybe you were trying to get somebody away from a situation. Maybe somebody knew something was going to go on. It was not going to go very well for them. The reasons why your enemies are scared is because they stood up for the wrongdoing. And your enemies are starting to unfold. Keep asking a liar the truth and watch them unfold. Yeah, so your enemies are unfolding from any activity. It does not matter if it's RICO crime, they did something very sadistic towards you. That is not okay. All right. That was not an okay act. Yep, we got the sun. Demonstrate, realize, act like a leader. So somebody was like trying to become a leader, and it looked like it did not turn out for them very well in the end, because the sun is saying that somebody had a lead in this. They realize what they're doing is going to cost them big time. It's going to cost them by trying to torture and murder someone. And knowing that others intentionally got involved. People are starting to realize what they got themselves into. This is actually going to hurt them in the long run. This can lead to charges being pressed, people going to jail, spiritual jail, prison, and they are starting to realize this, what they're doing. The sun also represents good news that you are not a leader if you are out here being a crappy person. You're not a leader. And some people are just now realizing that they hurt themselves. People were trying to get somebody to act right and they didn't want to. And they got paid. They feel pleasurable by hurting others out here. They took pleasure in it. They enjoyed what they were doing by torturing and also trying to be murderers out here towards an individual. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Keep asking the liar the truth and watch them unfold. Because people are starting to realize that they were helping to get others hurt, to possibly get them murdered, to torture them. They knew about it. People are realizing that this is going to cost them their selves. And then we got Venus and third house. The attraction of pleasure from good times. So yeah, these people's times of thinking they had a good time, they're realizing that it's not going to be such a very good time. They had pleasure. That's also confirmation right there. They had pleasure voluntarily, intentionally having the pleasure to hurt, harm, to bring criminal activities to you. Third house. By making the right connections, the idea in question, get your ideas going. So yeah. So they had connections out here. They were questioning the idea. So they were going to a leader of this type of behavior. They literally thought that they would get pleasure from attracting good times. This is only attracting really bad stuff coming their way. Like, this is very unhealthy for how these people think, how they function. So like I said, the sun, Venus, third house. Yeah, get your ideas going. It's going to end up these people unfolding pretty quick with being sadistic, intentionally getting involved, of hurting, harming, murdering someone, doing acts, going after others, intentionally getting involved. People were paid to come after you. So like I said, they're realizing that this is going to cost them their life. This is going to cost them to some of these people. This leader that had pleasure in it. It's not going to be such good times. This is actually going to be good information that this can actually get somebody locked up. A player who cannot tell the truth. So there was some game played here. They were taking people's kindness for weakness. And they're gonna come unfold pretty soon by the situation. This is actually what your enemies are scared of. This is actually what is in their energy flow. The enemies, from them breaking spiritual laws towards you, bringing you chaos into your life, intentionally bringing you and purposely sticking up for the perpetrator. They had pleasure from it. They thought it was good times by attracting, but they are attracting negativity back to them. They are attracting torture and murderers back to them. They are literally attracting to get whoever they got involved caught in the middle of this stuff. So there was spiritual laws broken here by trying to play with your life force, trying to play with your spiritual boundaries, your spiritual waters. People are about to come unfold eventually in time. They were taking advantage, like, don't take my kindness for weakness, is because they were literally taking people's kindness for weaknesses when they really shouldn't have done that. And knowing that people were protecting the perpetrator, and it looks like here, it's not going to be much fun, much longer for these people who are about to unfold pretty quickly to the situation. Actually, at that too. That's what I mean. They're realizing, trying to get people in the mix, they thought it was pleasurable. Stuff, what happened in the dark is coming to the light. This is not love. This is not care. And this is not a good time. This is not how you treat others out here. This is literally a RICO crime, criminal activity action that they were sticking up for the perpetrator. And others are just going to have to learn to knock that off. That's what I mean. So the sun also represents Egyptian, Ra, like R-A. That represents Egyptian. Venus represents Taurus. That means third house can be anywhere. Anybody with the sun, anywhere in their birth chart that has Venus in their third house, that can actually be the person who people were trying to stick up for, who was paying people to bring hurt, had pleasure to humiliate others, make people feel bad. So people, or this ringleader, could be realizing that this person's about to go down because others are starting to realize that the people that he or she got a hold of to be a perpetrator is going to unfold and eventually speak up about that person who paid to come after you or others. That's how I'm seeing it so far. And the sun also represents information, good news. Venus means love, planet of love. And what I'm feeling from the sun and Venus, that it's going to be pleasurable that the person gets questioned, or the person is going to be questioned of what was their idea in the first place. Their connections are going to be questioned of why they thought this was going to be what they thought. And it's not going to, because when you keep asking a liar the truth and watch them unfold, the sun, people cannot handle the sun in their face, right? Like, just saying, for example, the truth is going to be shined upon where Venus is a Taurus, sun is actually Leo, So it could either be a Taurus or a Leo somewhere in their third house who had connections to others out here. So Leo, possibly by chance, and then a Taurus. Or it could be, how the way I'm feeling, this could actually be a Venus Sun in the third house. But the question is that you got two different signs out here. So that means somebody could have, let me see, I gotta think now. Aries, Gemini. Gemini is actually third house while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, because it goes first house is Aries, second house is Taurus, third house is Gemini. So yeah, so this can actually be a Gemini Sun, Venus, in the third house while I'm thinking about it. Or it could be a Sun Taurus and Gemini rising. You never know. Somebody with that birth chart. You never know. People who are making deals, that would be Gemini. Quick communication. Leo is very quick to attack others. So you got Leo, Taurus, Gemini mix. That's more like business, because Taurus likes to deal, makes bets. Pretty much business deals is Taurus, would be an earth sign. Air sign is a Gemini. Very quick communication, quick thinking, witted. And then fire sign would be Leo. Very quick, a leader. So like I said, this could actually be the three here, or how I took it the first time. It's really hard telling. But like I said, it could be a Leo something, or a Taurus something in Gemini third house, or they may have a Leo Sun with Venus in the third house, or Taurus Venus in third house. It's really hard telling. Like the person's like really not wanting to really get it out. So this person's trying to confuse you, when the only person that would do that, and plus Geminis in the third house are known to be tricksters of the zodiac sign. So like I said, it could either be a Gemini, a Taurus, or a Leo who was in the middle of this, that someone is going to crack. Usually Geminis don't crack. It would either be Taurus is going to crack, or a Leo is going to crack. All in general, while I'm thinking about it. Somebody is. And they're actually going to know. And this Gemini is not ready for these people to reveal that maybe people are going to have to stay away from someone, because it's gonna get looked into pretty hard here. I'm thinking about it. Let me see. What else do we got here? Woo! Yep. Woo! There we go. Eight of Pentacles. Working with rats. Webs. A web they cannot get out of. So a weave they can web. Sure, I probably said that wrong. A weave they've webbed, they cannot get out of it. This is working. This is rats. Like I said, eventually somebody is going to crack to something really soon about who was the one who had something that, well, at the bottom of the deck, we got the devil. That would be Capricorn. So, like I said, the devil represents Capricorn. Pretty much, they like to hurt others. They will intentionally, the devil will corrupt your mind, meaning like they will encourage, somehow the devil will corrupt you and make you do something, like make you commit a crime. So the devil's like playing with people's minds right now. So what I'm thinking now, since I'm seeing this, there could be a Gemini and a Capricorn that is going to be played with pretty soon with their attentions of trying to hurt someone. So I believe the Leo and the Taurus, actually Leo. Okay, so we got Earth sign next to Capricorn. So it's possibly Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, that was getting possibly a Leo in the mix. And Leos usually don't like people who pays people to do stuff, because Leos are known to do the right thing. They like the attention. But then again, Leos pretty much mind their own business. Leos are a leader. They usually don't go looking for trouble. Like if you back a Leo up, they're going to flip out on an individual. So I'm kind of wondering if a Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn got a Leo in the mix, and the Leo's the one that's going to eventually unfold. Eventually. And this Capricorn is going to get very infuriated about this, actually. The Gemini is actually the Gemini and the Capricorn that's going to get very angry. Yep. Because somebody's masculine is going to get found out about how evil attention they are. And at the bottom of the deck, it's going to leave somebody out in the cold where they don't have nothing to do with them. Once they find out their involvement of paying people to hurt someone, pretty much this Gemini, this Capricorn, this Taurus is going to be left out in the cold. Somebody's masculine is going to get found out about why nobody will have nothing to do with them after word gets out. Because not everybody agrees with this. Not everybody goes along with it. So somebody was playing with the devil, made a deal with the devil, and they shouldn't have. That's just how I'm seeing it for what it is right now. And someone's masculine is going to be paying the consequences as of right now. And a Leo, I think, is going to be the one to be unfolding and actually speaking the truth. And for what I'm thinking, if this Leo speaks up, they might be going to jail for a little bit. But I believe the Taurus, the Gemini, the Capricorn is going to be the ones ending up in prison for doing criminal activity at that too. Eventually. They were working on trying to bring you hurt, pain, humiliation to you. Like bring you torture, bring you stuff that you did not want. Pleasure, confirmation to me. That these people are eventually going to be left out in the cold from their criminal activity. They should have never tried to take your kindness for weakness. And I really hate to say this, I believe that a Leo is in the middle of this. And I believe this Leo wanted to find out what was truthfully going on with you and why were people trying to do corrupted things towards you. So that's what I know so far. But this is pretty much going to scare your enemies because they have broken spiritual laws upon you. They have broken too much spiritual laws. This can lead to very serious consequences where they may get this all back. So meaning like if any of these zodiacs try to go to someone, they will be turned down. I mean, people will not help them at all once they find out what's really truthfully going on. And plus this Leo, I think has been secretly helping you of trying to figure out something. And I believe they finally know. They are realize that you are not the problem. They're finding out that this Taurus, this Gemini, this Capricorn, all these people have been working of trying to put you out in the cold where nobody will have nothing to do with you. So this Leo is going to come in and make sure that nobody ever gets hurt by these three zodiacs ever again. By activities, it does not matter what type. And once people start telling the truth, somebody's going to unfold. That's when people are going to leave others out in the cold because they don't want to deal with it. And like I said, there's going to be some consequences here at that too. But this is all I got. Am I hearing sirens? If I'm hearing sirens, then that's confirmation. Goodness gracious. But yep, this is all I got. Your enemies have broken spiritual laws. They've even played with the devil by trying to take your life. And they should have not be doing that. That is not their doing. They have no right to be coming in trying to plan death upon you. They have no right to be a perpetrator towards you. They have no right to be committing a crime towards you. They have no right to intentionally, voluntarily encouraging others to do the wrong thing. They have no right to be coming in getting paid to do it. Who gets pleasure of hurting, humiliating others, feels bad. They associate sadism with torture and murder. That these people have messed with the devil, played with the devil, and it looks like these people are going to have to learn a very harsh lesson that when you play with the devil, that's what happens. People don't want to help because they have some type of weird addiction, or that they're probably going to realize that maybe this Taurus, this Gemini, this Capricorn has a very weird obsession of a sadistic mind, like a narcissistic, like very badly insidious, malicious intents, that they may not want to be around these zodiacs much longer because of their actions, of what they do and what they pull. And this Leo better be careful, and they better understand and know what they are doing, because it does not matter, because they were still in the middle of it, but they were trying to figure out if you were the problem, and they're finding out that you're not. They're trying to figure out who was the main issue here. And this Leo found out it was a Taurus, it was a Gemini, it was a Capricorn. That is the issue. As of right now, this Leo really needs to be careful, because since they're around these people, and they're trying to help you, that can actually hurt them in the long run. They just got to be very careful and make sure that they don't get a really long time of being gone, like prison, because they were just trying to help you. But then again, you don't know that, okay? You would never know that, so you really don't know the Leo's intent. You know what I mean? They could say they're trying to help you, but you don't know that, because the Leo represents strength. It represents tackling the demons, pretty much. Like, Leos don't like people picking on another. Like, Leos don't like other people coming in trying to take somebody's kindness for weakness. So then that's when you get a Leo's attention, and then it's like fair game. That's like, oh crap. Then they don't know what to do, because then they get themselves in the middle of something that they need to be very careful about, of trying to help you. But this is all I got for tonight. I hope you guys have a lovely night.